Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Pokemon card unboxing. I have a bunch more mail from eBay that I'll be going through. This is my oldest mail, right? So this was sitting at the bottom of my box. I have a box that I put all my mail into. The box is actually full of mail still right now, but before I added the new packages in, first I pulled out all the old ones, so I don't know what'll be in here. It's actually kind of a mystery to me. I'm very excited. Before we begin, I wanted to mention something to you. I do have a Discord channel you can join. It's in the a link to it is in the description of the video, and I'll be selling off the cards that probably I don't want to keep in my collection, including all of these. So if you're interested in that, be sure to join the Discord. There'll be a channel called The Card Store, and you can purchase any of these off of me. They're all packed fresh. Well, I think they're all packed fresh. Most of them are, right? So let's go ahead and get started with this. Ooh. As usual, I do not want to injure the package inside. I don't think I will. This feels like a PSA card. Let's see what we're getting. Oh. Opening these is always so fun. All this tape, man. All right, let's see. Yes, it is a PSA card. Let's flip it away so we don't know what it is. Now, for those who don't know, to grade a card, it costs $20 right now. So this is PSA. They're a card grading company. They keep a database of the population of the cards that have been graded. And this affects like the value of the card. And you can trust that the card isn't tampered with usually. And it helps maintain the value of the card. And it's really great for being able to sell the card and know, what value you're getting out of it. A lot of the times when you buy cards off eBay, you don't know what the value of the card is until it arrives, and you can kind of stare at it. So let's see what we have here. Oh, there we are. First edition, Mint 9 Dark Slowbro. So when it's a 10, it'll say Gem Mint up here, but since it's a 9, it says Mint. It's a holographic Dark Slowbro from the Team Rocket set. You'll actually be seeing a lot of these. I've been collecting a lot of the Rocket set, and that's mostly what I'm going to be focusing on. I've thought a lot about what I want to do with collecting the cards. So opening the new modern cards is fun, but I'm really more interested in the vintage cards when it comes to collecting. And I will be focusing on the Rocket cards more than anything else because I feel like I understand them really well. So I've discovered it's easier to focus on one set. I don't know, maybe I'll branch out. All right, what do we have here? So I think that was from an international seller. There's a card I've been waiting for it to arrive. Ooh, it's got tape all over. Where's my sharp little knife? Oh, there it is. Let's pull that knife out. If I keep using it, it won't be sharp anymore. All right. How do I want to do this? Do it on this side. Want to make sure we don't cut the card inside. What do we have here? Again, this one looked like it was an international seller. Oh, what is this? I have no clue what this is. Just got a little packet here. Let's open this up. So he's fit a few cards into like a penny sleeve. Oh, I wish I could remember the name of this Pokemon. Why did I buy this? This is so strange. Oh, here it is right here. Okay, so he gave me additional cards is what happened. Those are bonus cards. I don't really know what I'll be doing with those. So you've probably seen this one, but if you haven't, this is a banned Misty's Tears card. What happened was Misty is underage and she's actually naked in this card, right? She's not wearing any clothing. So they banned this card and it's a collectible card because it's banned. It's also an older card. It's from the Gym Heroes Gym Challenge series, which is also a really old series, just like the Rocket cards. So yeah, it's a really interesting card. They only had this in Japan. It never came here to America. In America, there was an alternative version of it where she's obviously fully clothed. Okay. Hold on, let's take a look at everything we pulled today. So we got the Dark Slowbro, Place that there. We got this Unified Minds booster box up there. Misty's Tears Dark Slowbro. What do we have next? Yeah, I was waiting for that Misty's Tear to arrive. I suppose I just kept missing it when I opened up the packages because I'd purchased it quite a while ago. I saw it and I'm like, I gotta have that one. It's so strange and weird. All right, there's a card in the top loader, a piece of tape. It's got a penny sleeve on, and it is regular Hypno, from the Fossil set. This was when we first started, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get a bunch of Hypnos. But you know what? I don't actually think the Fossil Hypno looks that good. I think he's kind of a boring card. Ooh, let's take a look. So, a big piece of the card missing up here. Damage on this side here as well. Yeah, it's kind of a worn card. Listed as like $5 here maybe. Wonder what that is. There we go. This guy will go right into my personal folder. So we're not going to even put him in a in a top loader because we don't need to. We'll save this top loader for shipping cards. I actually sold a whole bunch of cards from my Discord, and that's why I mentioned it at the beginning of the video. All right, let's go ahead and open this. This feels like a PSA card as well, just like that Dark Slowbro. I'm very interested in the PSA cards, actually. Oh, snap. It's actually in the package. Move that out of the way. Yes, funny, the PSA Dark cards are going up in value right now, and I suspect part of the reason is because I'm actually out there purchasing them. So when I bought this guy, he was probably around $35, but last time I looked, he's much more even. So let's see. What do we think we'll get here? Oh, it's a Gym Mint 10 Turtonator GX from 2017 Pokemon Sun and Moon. So I don't really have any interest in holding on to this card, but I'm pretty sure the reason I purchased him is because he was unusually underpriced. One of the things I do is I look for cards that, you know, are just kind of slipping through the cracks. Somebody hasn't noticed it, and this was one of them. Yes, got a perfect grade. Is a GX card, and now I have him. I'll probably trade him or sell him. And this is kind of a bigger package, isn't it? Let's see what's inside. Turtonator. It's a cool looking card. So much trash. All right. Even more package to open. Somebody really didn't want this to get damaged. When you see this much packaging, I always wonder if it's from somebody who's shipped cards in the past and had them come back damaged. When I was younger, I shipped items all the time online, and one day I got to see a damaged package come back to me, and I lost the product. And I never really forgot it, and from that day on, I just shipped items much better. I also worked briefly for UPS. Packages get handled really roughly, so there's really no such thing as overpacking. Okay, so flip it over this way, actually. Another PSA card. Oh, right, we should put Turtonator up here, displaying the cards that I've opened. So Turtonator, Gem Mint 10, and he was underpriced for some reason. So here's the next PSA card. Let's see what it is. Dark Hypno. This one's not going to be first edition though, so he was a bit cheaper. If it had been first edition, Gem Mint 10, his price probably would be around $150 to $170. Very expensive. And see, that's why I'm talking about thinking about working just with the Rocket cards, because it's easier to memorize the market rate for one set of cards at a time, and I've been thinking about doing that, right? Like, there's so many different ways to think of the cards. Holographic versus non-holographic, first edition versus not first edition, Mint 9 versus Mint 10. So there's a lot of things you kind of have to just know, you know what I mean? Dark Hypno. It's interesting, he's not one of the most popular cards in the set, He's also not the least popular card in the set. I'm pretty sure the least popular card is actually the Dark Weezing. He consistently goes for the least. Dark Weezing, and I noticed it's almost like there's too many Rbarbucks for sale. So I bought up a whole bunch of the Rbarbucks, and you'll be seeing that pretty soon. So I saw them and I thought, you know, if those just weren't available anymore on eBay, I bet the price would actually shift up because it's a lovely card, but there's too many of them for sale for too cheap. So yeah, I bought a whole bunch of them at the same time, and I expect the price on the Rbarbucks to go up. Alright, another PSA card, I can feel it. Let's see what we got in here. This knife's in the camera. Now look at that. That's priced for 90 bucks back there. Now I wish I could know how much I got it for. He had it listed in his store, I suppose. Let's see how much it, not how much. Let's see what card it is. Oh, this is a really nice card. Dark Raichu, first edition, mint 9. So this is one of the earliest secret rares. Might have been the first secret rare. I'm not sure. That the game ever introduced. You can see its numbers 83 out of 82. Can you see that? 83 out of 82. So you kind of start opening the sets and you discover this one. You go, oh my gosh, there's a card in here that is outside of the numbers. So Dark Raichu, he's actually very expensive as well, especially Gem Mint 10 first edition holographic is really expensive. The three like desirable cards from the Rocket set are going to be Dark Charizard. Well, I suppose you could say four. It's going to be Dark Charizard, Blastoise, Dark Blastoise, Dark Dragonite, and Dark Raichu. Also, there's a very low population count for Dark Magneton at Gem Mint 10 first edition. For whatever reason, I guess he just doesn't get a good grading very often. So he's actually, you just can't buy him. He's not available. All right, another Gem Mint card. Let's go ahead and pull this out. Not Gem Mint, what am I talking about? Another PSA card. Let's go ahead and, maybe it is Gem Mint, who knows? Let's see what it is. Oh man, so this, this is the real deal now. This is first edition, holographic, Gem Mint 10. I don't want to know how much I paid for it. I probably paid an obscene amount. The sticker alone suggests it was $100. So you can see me pulling these Dark Hypnos down off of the market. And now they're in my collection. Whew, which means the Dark Hypnos are more expensive now. Alright. I'll place this guy in front of the other one. Okay, so what are we at? We're at 13 minutes. I think we could go on a little further than that. You're looking at actually quite a bit of money right here. But these two on the side weren't very expensive. The Dark Slowbro was probably in the range of $30 to $50. Turninator might have been about 15. The Dark Hypno was probably over 100, and the one behind him, I don't know, probably about 50. And then same with the first edition Raichu. I don't know exactly how much he cost, but it could have been well over 100. I thought you guys would find that interesting. Yeah, these are the actual expensive cards. Oh, supposed to turn this over, right? That's why everyone. So let's see. This is some new mail. This is stuff I've purchased recently, and as I mentioned, we're probably going to run into Rbox here because I bought a bunch of them, a whole bunch of Rbox. You know, I thought about buying like a shredding machine and having a video where I shred a bunch of like heavily played cards to just get them, just make them gone, you know? Just for, I don't know, it just sounded kind of crazy and weird and like something I could do. Okay. Oh, right here you can see how much I paid for this one. So this one was $8. I like that. Let's see. Oh, it was like stuck to the paper. So weird. Let's see what's in here. Dark Slowbro. $8, and off the bat, he's looking pretty good. Let's see. Can we cut this open? Gosh, they use tape, man. I don't want to hurt the card. I just want to get a little cut started on the tape. All right, so now the tape should just pull apart. All right, let's pull this guy out. So when we reflect him in the light, you can see that there's a little bit of holo foil right there. So that immediately stops him from being Gem Mint 10. You can see scratches on the holo. He's really not that bad. I mean, there's a little bit right there. He's got some wear here too, so I don't know what he would score. He's gonna go into my folder for sure. Dark Slowbro. Now this feels like it could be a few cards. Let's see what it is. Okay, making sure I wasn't cutting anything important there. So it felt a little thicker than it should. Don't worry, if I ever buy something real nice, I will open it with the daintiest fingers. Whoop. Okay, so it's a top loader. And I kind of already know what it is. It is Dark Dragonite. I'm thinking back on it, I don't think I needed this card. You know, I like the non-holo cards, but I feel like they're actually overpriced, or correctly priced, perhaps. Oh, interesting. It wasn't actually in the top loader? That's strange. Let's take a look at him. Ooh, he looks flawless on the front. Not flawless on the back. You can see it's a little bit of white right there. And up on this corner as well. What is with this L here? Put it in the other way. Yeah, he'll probably go into my folder as well. Dark Dragonite, non-holo. Yeah, I've thought about it. I'm not that interested in the non-holos. I don't actually know how well their value is. I mean, they're probably worth like in the range of $10 depending on the card. But I think what people really want are the holographic ones. I think, you know, a lot of people are willing to forgive the card if it has some damage on it, and they're willing to forgive the card if it's not first edition, but I don't know. I don't know how many people want to look at a non-holographic rare card. That's where I think the line is probably drawn, and the value of the card, I suspect, should fall off. You have to remember the reason cards you could like invest in them is because they're supposed to hold value, but it's like they only hold value if people actually want to buy them. I've been thinking it over, and I question if people want to purchase the non-holographic ones. A collector would, but a collector would probably be going after Gem Mint 10. Oof. So it's going to show my address. Actually, I suppose it doesn't matter at this point. All right, let's see this card. Kerwin's Game Store. Thank you, Kerwin. Coupon code token, 2% back in store credit, website only. He's from New York? That's cool. Let's see what we get. Dark Weezing, holographic. So you'll probably see Dark Weezings here and there, and one of the reasons why is because they're just so unusually cheap. I think because he's probably the least popular rare Pokemon in the Dark set, the Team Rocket set. I don't know why. Maybe he just looks a little too goofy or something. Like, look at that. He's got like a smile frown or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. He does consistently come in the lowest rank for price. If not him, then that Rbarbuck that I keep talking about. One of them does. Okay, there we go. What? Okay. Here he is. Let's see what condition he's in. You can see a very faint scratch right here. And you can see that this corner is kind of perforated. Ah, yeah, on the back of the card immediately. I should just start by looking at the back of the cards because that's usually where the problems kick in right away. Little white splotches. He'll go into my folder. my boulder. Dark Wheezing. Oh, we got a little pile going so far. Let's see what we have next. All right, PSA. Ooh. This looks pretty pristine on the back, in my opinion. Ever so small amount of white shown down there. So flip it over. It is mint 9. Another Dark Hypno, man. I'm going to have all the Dark Hypnos. Wow. Let's keep going. We're at 20 minutes. What do you guys think? Stop at 25 maybe? Let's see what's in this envelope. Well, here, I'll pull this off screen. Let's open this up. It doesn't say how much I paid for it. Oh, this looks so sweet. Look at that. So I can only imagine the reason I picked this card up is because, once again, it just wasn't selling for anything, and I noticed it, and I said, I'll take it. So my guess is I probably did not pay more than $4 for this, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I could have paid more than $4. I would like to take him out of here and put him in a penny sleeve without damaging the card. There we go. Wow, that is very shiny. Dragonite EX. I don't know what set this is from. 106, 108. And he looks basically flawless on the back. I mean, yeah, that looks really good. I wonder how much I paid for this. If only there was an easy way for me to look that up. So he might be a card that I trade or sell or even grade. Gosh, he looks really good, his condition. I don't know what value he'll have if I have him graded. There we go. Gosh, that looks really good. The gold color just fits him so well. Huh. Really interested by that. I might hold on to that card myself. All right, next envelope. What do we have here? I like it to be a bit of a surprise. I love these top loader, the plastic holders. This is the best way to do it. It's probably the most expensive way too. People just use tape, but the tape, you know, I don't like the tape. Oh yeah, I've been waiting for this to show up. Such a huge fan of Magnemite. And this is a shiny Magnemite from the new Hidden Fates card set. And so what I did was I purchased a few of them because I'm actually probably going to have them graded. Probably. If I don't have them graded, I will keep them in my own collection. Knock them down there so I can open this safely. Wait, he's in a penny sleeve, right? Did they not even put him in a penny sleeve? Oh, they did. They did. It was lined up perfectly with the top edge of the top loader. There we go. Look at him. Doesn't he look nice? I want to show you something real fast. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. It's my second one. Come on. There we go. It's my second one. Yeah, I bought 2 of them. I think I have 2 more coming. I'm not sure. Yeah, if you didn't know, huge fan of Magnemite and Magneton. Not so much Magnezone. I think Magnezone looks a little goofy, but I don't know. Maybe I'll warm up to him eventually. He looks flawless. I think this could get a PSA 10. he should be flawless. He probably got pulled from a pack by a collector, and then he probably went right up onto eBay because that collector's trying to get his money back. And the collector's probably going after that Charizard, actually. Okay. There we go. Look at that. It looks so good, man. This is why the Pokemon cards have value, because you hold it and it makes you feel good, and as long as the cards have that feeling, that effect on you, they're going to be something that you can buy, you can kind of invest in, and be able to get your money back out of later, especially with the out-of-print cards like these old Rocket cards, the Fossil cards. They don't print these anymore. There's a limited number of them in the world. What I was joking about with the Shredder, you know, if I shredded this guy, there would just be one less of him, and they're not printing any more of him. So the remaining Dark Weezers would have more value. Probably not much more value, unless I shredded like 100, 200 of them. Then yeah, the value would start to shift up. The population, the number of cards available of that type, is a major part of what makes that card valuable. So if there's only like 30 PSA 10s of a certain card, that card is going to be really expensive. Whereas if there's like 300 of them, he'll probably be relatively cheap. But also the demand for that card is important too. So if you grade, I don't know, like a common card that there's only like a population of 10 of, doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to sell for a lot. Maybe nobody wants that particular card. It's all really fascinating for me to think about. It's what I enjoy thinking about naturally. Is this another thank you card? Some sellers give you a freaking thank you card. How wild is that? Look at that. He signed it himself. That is really wild to me, because that means you must have a huge box of thank you cards. So let me pull this card out of the paper. See if the paper tells me the price too. No, in fact, it does not. What do you think we got here? You ready? It is Dark Blastoise. Not first edition. It is holographic though. You can see that with the sparkle. And the back of the card looks like it's in pretty decent condition. Let's go ahead and pop them out of the top loader. See, I'd love to know exactly how much I paid for this guy, but as you can see, I've purchased so many cards, it's hard for me to keep track. Whoa, he's in really good condition. He put it in he put it in backwards in the card holder. Some people do that, I don't know why. Whoa, the condition on this is so nice. I think that it would probably get a 9 though, just based on these two corners. Oh, and the holo has scratches, yeah. I don't know, that might not even be a 9 then. Oh, and there's holo showing on this edge. So you notice these little things, and probably somebody who just wants to have the card and hold it and look at it, they wouldn't mind, honestly. But a collector is going to want these PSA grades, these perfect grades on the card as well. One of the things I've thought about doing for these cards that go into my personal collection, if I ever end up wanting to sell them back into the market, I thought about buying them a nice, something, let me show you, something like this plastic holder. I really like this plastic holder, but imagine without this top part, just a plastic holder like that, and you could put it on maybe a frame holder or on a shelf. And what I'll try to do is take a card like this, one that you wouldn't want to have graded, but also it's not going to break your bank. It's not going to make you pay like $100 for a card like this. Put it in a nice hard plastic holder like the Dark Hypno there, and then you could put this on your shelf for maybe like, well, I don't know how much I paid for it, maybe like 40 bucks. Oh, I don't know exactly what it'll be worth when I sell it either, because the card inflates in value. No, it doesn't inflate in value. It probably goes up in value though as time goes on. As you get people who used to have this card set and they go, hey, I'd like to get back into owning Pokemon cards. It's a very interesting thing to invest for, I would say. Pokemon cards are. All right, we got a top holder here. Let's see what we got. All right, let me flip that over. They used a nice little small piece of tape. That's probably pretty cheap, actually. So right off the bat, I'm noticing a little white down here. This is not a pristine card, and it is. Oh, look at the artwork for this one. It says Dark Wigglytuff is not actually from the Rocket card set. But I ran into Dark Wigglytuff because when I search on eBay for the word dark, this Dark Wigglytuff will actually show up. And this particular one was actually very cheap. It was like probably like $1.50 or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, what set is this? I don't remember what set this is. Neo something? Oh my god, it's such a goofy looking card. This one is definitely going to go into my folder. Oops. Get the knife. Get the scalpel. That's what you should have for these, is a scalpel. There we go. Whoop. Yeah, this one will definitely go into my personal folder. I just love the artwork on it. It's so goofy, even though it's just an uncommon card. He looks like he's not just mad, but like he's flipping you. You know, he's giving you the bird. But it's so, I don't know, like satirical or something. I don't know what quite the word would be, because in every regard it's such a cute, you know, it's a pink little Pokemon with a little tuft on the head, but he's like flipping you off and angry at you. It's very funny. The artwork's terrific. I think that's one of the things I really appreciate about the Pokemon cards is they really actually do take these, you know, these characters, and in a number of the sets, they try to give that Pokemon kind of a character, you know what I mean? They try to go a little further than just accurately depicting the card, what the card is. They want to sell the card as a personality or something like that. So let's go ahead and knock this card. Oh, well, let's flip it over first. This is... So this is Shiny Magneton from the Hidden Fate set. Not only did I buy Magnemites, here they are, I bought Magnetons as well. I really, really like the way these look, and I think over time they will actually hold. They will probably go up in value, to be honest. That's my bet. That's my gamble. Let's go ahead and knock those down, back into their penny sleeve. I think there's more than one in there. Try and extract this carefully. So impossible to do. There we go. Alright, again, I'm pretty sure there's two in here, which I don't really think is a good idea. Wow, they look so good. And the back of the card is perfect. It's just absolutely perfect. These guys, I actually do remember the price on them. They were about $6 each. I don't know about this guy. What's going on in the front of him? I think it's some kind of, maybe perhaps a printing error. You can kind of see that there's lines right here, unfortunately. So I don't think this guy should be graded. He might go into my set. But this guy, hold on, we gotta pick him up careful. Good. No, he has the same thing, actually. I wonder if they'll ignore that if I send it in. I don't want to spend $20 for a PSA 9 grading. I want a PSA 10 grading. And considering how expensive it is and how affordable these are, I might just buy some more. Look at that. That looks so good. We'll put them in top loaders for now. I'll think about it more. Wow, they're so cheap they didn't want to have to spend 2 top loaders even, so they shoved them in together. That can't be good for the card. They're like, nah, I'm not going to spend 2 top loaders on that. That's how it is. Some people send you a thank you letter. Some people say, shove both your cards into this top loader. Good enough. Wow, take a look at that. That just looks good. Okay, what are we at? We're at 34 minutes? Maybe just one more. Having too much fun to stop now. How much do I have left open? I got quite a bit left. Let's see what this is. The card's falling out. What am I doing, man? The card is falling out, and look at that. The top of the card looks so beat up. There he goes. That's just too bad, man. That's why they put tape on the top. So that's an interesting learning moment for me, I guess, when I ship cards. The lesson I'm learning is you better have some way to get the top folded or something. Ah, Lieutenant Surge's Magneton. And I'm guessing I paid very, very little for this. So Japanese cards don't really... Yeah. Sometimes, you know, you can tell it's heavily played. Sometimes a card goes for like $1, and you can just be like, I'll take it for $1. It's not a big deal. And I'm guessing that's what happened here. What is it? It has like somebody's name on it. The top, the penny sleeve. But I do like Magnetons. As you can tell, I have a soft spot. So we'll put him over here. We'll save him. It's okay that he's worn down. He can be in my home. Even if no one else wants him. Next card, let's see. Oh. Is it an invoice? Can I see how much I paid for this? I would love to know how much I paid for this. Oh, okay. So this was $2.30. See, that helps. That's what we needed for the previous card. $2.30 for this one. And you can tell once again, this is a Japanese card. And it's Dark Magneton. So here's Lieutenant Surge's, and here's the Dark Magneton from the Rocket set. Both cards that are 20 years old. And this guy did use a piece of tape so the card wouldn't be able to slide out. I don't want to affect the card itself. There we go. You've got to have dainty fingers for this, man. You do not want to damage the card any more than it's already been damaged from age. But actually, this looks really nice. I know you probably have a lot of light reflecting off of it at that angle, but I'm taking a look at it. I gotta see it with my own eyes. Let's take a look at this. Wow, that's really good for $2.35. So I told you I'm not bad at shopping for these. Let's see the holo. I know you're gonna get your eyes. Okay, there's a scratch, I think. It's a scratch right there. That's too bad. And that would mean that it's not a flawless card. And that's why it's going to go right in my binder. Look how nice that looks, though. Even if it's in Japanese, it just looks nice. And I'm curious about collecting Japanese cards. I didn't do it when I was a kid, obviously. But it still looks nice. And what's surprising about the Japanese cards is how affordable they are. They're surprisingly cheaper than the English ones. Maybe because there's no demand for them from an English audience. Somebody told me it was because the Japanese cards are printed on higher quality paper. And I didn't really appreciate what that meant, but I realized it over time. It means that many more of them stayed in better condition, so there's a larger population of high quality Japanese cards that are vintage, you know, old. Okay, so here you can see, okay, so for this one, I paid $3.91. See what we got going on here. There's one of those Dark Art Box, man. Oh my God. This is impossible to do without revealing yourself over and over again. So as I was talking about before, there were too many Art Box for sale on eBay. And I said, what if I just bought them all? So one of the things that happens when there's too many of them is everyone trying to sell their Art Box has to keep dropping their prices because they want to sell one and there's too much competition. You never get to sell it because your competition sells it for cheaper, and you know, then the buyer gets the cheaper one. So I recently swooped in and bought a ton of these. Mostly the ungraded ones is what I'm referring to. Like that one was $3.91. I mean, this is a 20-year-old card. It's holographic. It looks nice. This is a nice looking card. I like that it's not like, normally Rbarbuck would be purple. This one almost looks like shiny Rbarbuck, right? The back's a little worn. I'm sure I knew it when I purchased it. I knew it wouldn't be, you know, like mint or anything. It was $3.94. It's very affordable. $3.91. All right. This is officially the last one. We're going to wrap up at this point. We got a nice 40-minute long video. Let's go ahead and cut this mail open. Still looking for those hidden face cards, man. Those are always sold out. I'll be busy on my other channel soon. So this was 2 for $2.71. Dark Rbarbuck. Told you. $2.71 each for these. How much information can I give out on myself? All right. Let's play a game. I guess I don't really mind at this point. Snow going back. There we go. He did the same. Oh, I see. So, as it said, it is lightly played. Maybe even a little bit more than lightly played. Those look kind of worn, don't they? You can just see a lot of white edges all around. $2.71 each. Holographic art box. Right? Look at that. Do I have more behind them? I bet you I have even more in that pile. I'd love to actually open up, because we've already got 3 going. I wonder which one would be. There's no knowing. Okay, you know what? I don't want to stop on the Dark Rbarbuck. Hold on. We got this one. FedEx Express. Extremely urgent. So, I've been eyeballing this one. Came today. I have to know what's in it. I have to know what's in it that the seller sent it as fast as possible. Oh, it's a whole chunk of cards. What? I don't remember buying a whole chunk of cards. And it's... This is clearly Caesar's Pizza. Well, it's so strange. He didn't spend too much on the protecting the cards inside, but he spent lavishly on the type of shipping service. What was his? Who sent that? Let's see. Make sure I don't recognize the name. No, I don't recognize the name. That's weird. Look, they're even falling out here. Oh, I'm worried for them. I see a reverse holo in there. Oh my god. Whoa. What did I buy here? As usual, no invoice, and so I don't really know what I paid. Can't get over the shipping method he used. Caesar's Pizza. Now I'm hungry for pizza. Well, look at this. This will be a nice way to end the video, actually, because we got a chunk of cards to go through, and that's always fun. We'll set them on this top loader here. So we have Octillery, reverse holo, and he's actually quite worn. So the Stadium, I don't know what set these are from, but funny enough, I actually recognized these. So here's an Absol, and he looks like he's off center, meaning this yellow bar is smaller than this yellow bar. Oh, low battery, perfect. And he's really not in that bad a condition. Set him on the Rbox actually. Trainer card. Reverse holo Binacle? Reverse holo Dodrio. Ooh, there's a lot of scratches on this reverse holos. Here's a Blissey, Weavile. There must have been 1 or 2 cards in this lot that I was really after, because that's usually how it goes with this. Like, I don't necessarily need this. Or Hippodon. In fact, I'll probably list these on Discord for a real cheap price if someone's interested in them, because I'm more interested in the dark cards, the rocket cards. Sharon's Choice. There's Licky Licky. He's looking okay. I mean, he's got scratches, but he's not too bad. We'll set him on the Absol. He looks okay. Some of them look obviously a bit more worn than others. Here's an Empoleon. Set him to the side. Kirlia. Oh, the Kirlia is looking nice, but off-center once again. Move my knife out of the way here. Geodude. Dude. Well, he's looking very nice. Very unscratched. Here's a... Oh, I think I'm recognizing this set. So there's a big fold up here. He's kind of worn out. Trainer. Special Energy is looking really nice, actually. Set him to the side. Sandshrew. Oh, I know what's coming in here. Here's a Venusaur. Venusaur's... Nope, he's got scratches. Sorry, so I'm tilting the card as I look at them to see how scratched they are. Walrein, Trainer, Ponyta. Ponyta's looking real good. Set her to the side. Ariados, Bayonet, Espeon. Espeon's a rare. What's that Espeon over here? He's looking real nice. Manectric, Blastoise, Slowking, Pidgeot, Crobat, and Executor. So I remember this set. It was a card lot, and it was just unusually cheap. That's what the deal was on it. And I was like, that's weird. You know, I was looking at it going, even if each of the cards was like $2, it would still be kind of a low price. So now I have a bunch of these cards. I guess the downside is I have to do something with all these, and I just don't know what. So if somebody's interested in taking these off my hand, I don't know, I'd probably get rid of them for like $1 each even. But they're worn. I would consider these light played or moderately played. I don't truly know the difference between the two. These groups right here were in either higher rarity or better condition than the rest. And why don't we go ahead and give them sleeves? Grab my sleeves here, pour them out on the table. So we have this Absol. And I'm not seeing any problems on that. Oh, no, there's a little scratch here. And the back looks fine, actually. It's a nice looking Absol. I think he's a popular card, is he not? Here's Espeon. So Espeon, unfortunately, is looking pretty heavily scratched over here. It's got a holographic star. Usually that's a good sign. I know Espeon's real popular. This Ponyta should be like a common or something. Yes, it's a common, but the front of the card is pristine. How about the back? The back's not quite pristine, but it's very close. This Ponyta's in nice condition. Oh, there it goes. She's a reverse holo common. Here's the Special Energy. Also looking pristine in the front. Not, well. Oh yeah, maybe it is pristine in the back. Huh. Dangerous Energy. It's Geodude. Geodude's cool. He's from the first edition, right? Just like Ponyta. He's got some sort of scratch right here, unfortunately. And on the back, lots of scratches as well. Poor guy. Alright. I don't know what set these are all from. It's interesting. These sets were like, they're from the past, and yet is from a time when I was no longer collecting cards, so they're still unknown to me. A little speck up here, a little speck here. The back looks pretty good. Yeah, so if you're interested in these cards, feel free to ask me about them. I'll probably give them away for cheap. Sometimes I just buy them because I would like to see them up close and see if any of them are really nice. It's got a white chip right here on the edge. And Licky Licky. Who doesn't love Licky Licky? The ladies love them. Level 52. What? What set is this, man? I do not know. Ever so slightly, you can see a bit of hollow up there that you shouldn't. And this corner is white. So none of these were in a pristine condition, and really it's no surprise. Just the way he shipped it, I wonder if any of these cards were in better condition and then the shipping caused them to take a little damage. I feel like it's possible. Probably not, but I feel like it's possible. I mean, he quite literally just shipped it in Little Caesar's cardboard, but he probably didn't know any better. His penny sleeves are pretty cheap. That's why they're called penny sleeves. He didn't have any of them sleeved. Yep, so I will probably trade these or sell them, put them in a pile over here. And I don't even know what to do with the rest of these. Should I also put these in penny sleeves? These are a lot more damaged. I mean, that Blastoise looks kind of nice. It is Blastoise. Crobat, people like Crobat. Can't say no to Crobat. It's a Venusaur. Can't say no to Venusaur. This Blastoise has a big bend up here, though. I don't think people will want that one. I mean, this Cricketune really isn't bad. Maybe I'm judging them too quickly. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. And that's the funny thing. I know so much about the Team Rocket cards now, their value for pretty much all of the important cards in the set anyways, but for these other sets, I really have nothing about them memorized in terms of their card value. So if I purchased them, it's probably because they were up for auction and the auction didn't sell for anywhere in the range of what you would think would be an appropriate price. And I said, you know, I'll take them. We'll have those. Somebody will probably want these. Maybe I'll list them one at a time on eBay and see if any of them sell. All right, let's go over all of the cards I open. I think what I want to see are all of these PSA cards. I'm so curious. These are quite expensive. So a nice new chunk of PSA cards. Dark Slowbro first edition mint 9, which is supposed to mean like sort of flawless. You get like one little nick on the edge and they'll send you into 9. And then if you didn't have the nick, it would be 10. So Dark Slowbro. People obsess over that though, you know. A mint 10 Turtonator, and I have no idea who he is. I'm not necessarily interested in him at all. He probably just was not selling at what I thought was the correct price, and I picked him up. So here's a Turtonator if anyone's interested. I got Dark Raichu, mint 9, first edition. He was probably very expensive, probably over 100. Dark Hypno, you know, he's probably in the range of like 40. This Dark Hypno was very expensive, undoubtedly. Probably closer to 150 to 170, because he's first edition holographic Gem Mint 10. When they hit that Gem Mint 10, their value just right up, just goes right up. And then we have a Gem Mint 10 holographic Dark Hypno without the first edition sign. So he's going to be cheaper than this guy, but not a lot cheaper. Keep that in mind. Not a lot cheaper. We got a few loose cards. This is not the end of the Dark Art Box. You're going to see even more of these guys. I purchased a ton of them because I just wanted to shift the market up and swallow up a bunch of the Dark Art Box. We got this hilarious Dark Wigglytuff, Dark Slowbro. This was like, I can't remember. Was it like $3.90 or something like that? Very cheap and it's almost perfect. It's like one little scratch on the holo, and that was it. It was like one scratch right here. I don't remember what this guy was for either, but he was pretty worn. Dark Blastoise, Dark Weezing, Dark Dragonite, non-holo, but I don't want to do non-holos anymore unless they're unusually cheap. Dark Hypno with the fossil, he's from the fossil set. I don't necessarily want him either. He's just kind of ugly, to tell you the truth. He doesn't look as nice as the Dark Hypno from the Rocket set. And then Naked Misty, and she's banned. They banned her, and she's out of print. So she, surprisingly, I did not pay much for that card. I remember purchasing it. It was actually quite cheap. Yeah, look at the different art styles here. This one just has so much personality, and this one's just kind of like, here's the Pokemon. So they really started to let loose around the time they started doing the Rocket cards, and I really appreciate that. All right. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.